a dance you want to do. Let me introduce to you.
Hello, welcome to the Hub. Hi, I'm Cameron Brown.
And I'm Hallie Green. Coming up in today's The Hub, we will meet some of the newly elected Academy students, board of directors, see what the public safety students have done to honor September 11th, and meet some of our newly appointed student ambassadors.
Thanks, Hallie. Let's get started.
Student elections were held last week. Academy students learned about voting. Gracie Carroll has put together a little information.
Have you trained any students in this field?
Well, absolutely. In fact, 11 of your classmates got trained today to be poll workers.
Do you think this will benefit students who come here to vote?
Oh, absolutely. You know, the entire goal of this program is to demystify the process so that once you do turn 18, you can go out and exercise your right to vote and not wonder what that's going to be like, know how simple it's going to be, and encourage your participation in the future.
Do you think it will influence future elections?
I do hope that this will help people or help your fellow students exercise their right and want to participate. And I do think we've had good success with that in the past.
Social studies teacher Mr. Coward and Mr. Fitch helped organize this year's student election. Marcus Broughton and Jerry Zemer put together a little video to inform you about the elections.
I don't like it. Okay, so you had a whole 13-second experience.
Might have been 30.
Might have been 30.
Yep.
All right, well, what hand did you have in setting up the...
Miss Lynch needed a hand with the sound system, so I hooked her computer up to the sound system and made sure that her computer would project properly.
Okay, so like, they were just making sure everything was just running smoothly.
Absolutely.
And that's all you did.
That's it.
Well, thank you for the interview.
Anytime. You come back again.
Of course.
In terms of setting up the logistics of it, so make sure we know when we're voting, getting Mr. Kurt, that's the registrar, getting him here, making sure he has enough workers to actually run the polls, making sure he knows the schedule because we have morning and afternoon sessions. That's probably the main things. Then making sure we have all the people on the ballot correctly, because nothing's worse than having the ballot and then half the people who are running are not on it.
Yeah.
That's a problem. And then that was probably the main problems I can think of. And then, you know, communicating with Mrs. Lynch to make sure we get everybody video recorded who want to be video recorded. And again, then we had some issues as you may be aware of dealing with the, I think we had another event that was scheduled at the same time, so we had to move it back a couple of weeks. So that was probably the biggest problem, just getting the logistics straightened out so we can make it all happen.
All right.
Yes, it did, even though for a while there it looked very scary. But yes, it did.
What was scary?
Because we just wanted to make sure everything happens. There was a lot of moving parts. So,
yeah.
But everything came together. Thank goodness we had some good people working on it, from Ms. Lynch to Mr. Cower, and they were very helpful. And that's why you probably saw me running back and forth around the hallway on Friday, kind of trying to make sure everything worked smoothly. A little bit later in the year, we wanted to kind of get it moving, get out the way before Labor Day weekend. Obviously, that did not happen. Probably moving forward, we'll probably try to stress it at the beginning of the semester more. I don't know, since we were not as a class. We know Dr. Simmons did the class meetings with the students here, or the interns here, as opposed to say having everybody at one time. Maybe, I don't know if we stress it enough, maybe we can stress it more, and then maybe do the elections in late September or mid to late September, so that people kind of get it more acclimated to the career academies. We had a lot of people running for the first time, and I don't know if they had a feel for the academy or who to vote for in the first place.
Yeah.
Sometimes when people look at the videos, I know that person went to the academy, and they had no clue. So that'll probably be, maybe build it up a little bit longer.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time.
All right.
I really appreciate it.
All right. Answer that point.
No, we're leaving.
Go ahead, whenever you're ready.
So, one of the questions, it's just for me to ask. How's your year going?
My year's going great. It's awesome. My kids are awesome. I have no complaints.
What do you like about the Bartow County College Career Academy?
That it has welding in it.
True.
The only reason.
The only reason.
And do you have any new programs of activities?
Any new what?
New programs of activities?
Not really, no. I mean, just...
That was interesting. Now let's see who the winners are. Molly Collins spoke to some of them. What do you plan to achieve at the school?
I plan to achieve good communication skills between here and the base school, and I feel that like if we had pep rallies and like more activities involved, and like if we took like more videos and more pictures and like posted it on the websites, or like actually showed people, or like had a certain day where we could like vote on what activities like we should be able to do, then I feel that more people would like come, and like not necessarily like the upcoming sophomores for next year, but like juniors or even sophomores that are going to become juniors or juniors going to seniors. I feel that they could like come here and feel more welcome than they would at a base school.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
What do you plan to achieve at this school?
I plan to have better watch over the bullying, and I plan to earn more respect for the students here because as like at a base school, teachers treat students with disrespect, a lot of disrespect, and here I feel like we should be treated more like adults. And also in the hallways, I think it should be your choice to wear a hat. I mean, it's a hat. It's not like we're hiding anything under it. So I feel like we should have a choice with the rules, and they should be flexible with the rules.
Thank you.
Congratulations to all the winners of the election. But what about the ambassadors? Billy Henson and I interviewed with the principal, Dr. Saban, and a few of the elected ambassadors.
Today we are interviewing Ms. O'Shields and Ms. Kotz on the matter of Student Ambassador Program.
First you fill out an application, and then you come in and you're interviewed, and we will look for those that are very confident and well greeters for anybody that comes into the school. They also have to be able to budget their time in the classroom and be able to show people around, so they have to be able to make good use of their time for their grades and stuff.
A student ambassador is a representative of the College and Career Academy, and some of their responsibilities include meeting and greeting guests in our building, conducting tours of our facilities, and promoting the different pathways that we offer here at the College and Career Academy.
Now, ladies, I would like to ask you both what your opinion is on the student ambassadors.
Well, I think it's an excellent program that empowers our students to succeed, not only in their pathway, but also in the community, and it promotes leadership skills.
And also when people do come, visitors or guests or other schools to tour, I think it's very good to have them to meet them at the door and greet them and show them around what we have here at this school, because it's awesome, some of the pathways and stuff that we offer here.
Thank you for your time, ladies, and I hope you have a good day.
What is your name, sir?
I am Daniel Ogno.
What is it like to be an ambassador at the academy?
It's pretty good, actually. The ambassador program is actually pretty well regulated. We had about, I think, 45 applicants. We had about 25 that got in, and all of the students have been going around the academy and I think doing some pretty good work.
Why did you decide to become one?
It's like the academy, so I thought that it would be cool to represent it in some way.
That's nice. And what do you hope to accomplish as you work as an ambassador?
I just want to get people interested in the academy and have some more students maybe in the coming year.
Thank you for answering our questions. And bye-bye.
Speaking of staff, we have a new office assistant at the academy.
Her name is Tessa, and our very own Xavier and Brandon interviewed her. Here's the story behind our newest staff member.
First question, what is your name?
My name is Tisha Watkins.
Second question, what do you do here at the Bccca?
I am the receptionist.
Third question, why did you choose that position?
Well, it seemed like a very good opportunity to work with older students. Granted that I work with much younger kids and students.
Okay. And fourth question, would there be anything you would be willing to change to improve the school?
No, not so far. I don't have anything, so.
Welcome aboard, Miss Tessa. I hope you learned a lot about using our current teachers as role models.
Such as Ms. Harden, the Academy's Teacher of the Year, Julia Penley, and Brooke Pope asked her and some of the students how they felt about the nomination and winning.
I was very excited about being named Teacher of the Year. If it wasn't for all my students taking an interest in the program, then that could have never happened. So I love all my students for that.
How long have you been teaching here, and how has your life changed since then?
This is my third year teaching here at the Academy. We started out part-time, and last year we went full-time. We had double the amount of students, so the program is really growing here at the Academy.
How has your life changed since teaching at the Academy?
I've gotten to be able to see the kids grow and doing cosmetology. Some that didn't think this is what they wanted to do, now this is what they want to do. I love to watch them when they accomplish something, the accomplishment, the look on their face when they accomplish something. Also, I have one student that's going to state board in October, so that's a big accomplishment for the program.
What do you think about Ms. Harden's award?
What I think about the award, I think that she deserves it because you can tell that she cares about the students and she loves what she's doing. So I think her putting out that vibe kind of affects us in a good way. So, yeah.
Why do you like this class? What inspired you to take it?
What inspired me was just, passion of myself wanting to be a barber. So I wanted to, expand my knowledge and, gain techniques. And this class also helps me, to market myself after taking this class because I can do stuff what most barbers wouldn't be able to do, like perms, pin curls, etc. Yeah.
What do you think about Ms. Harden getting the award?
I think it was good for her to get the award because she is very passionate and caring about her students.
Why did you take this class?
I took this class because we get a lot of hands-on work and I think it's going to better me for the field.
What inspired you to take cosmetology?
I was inspired to take cosmetology because I always enjoyed doing hair and trying to boost people's confidence.
Good job, Miss Harden, being Teacher of the Year is big news, and maybe you could read about it in the Academy's newsletter.
Academy English teacher Miss Mitchell has a newsletter for the Academy. Now let's take a look at what Jared West and Sienna Simcox pulled together for us.
Miss Mitchell, tell me about the newsletter. Who contributes?
Usually we have different teachers who contribute, students are allowed to contribute. Basically, we just want to inform the community about what happens at the Bartow County College and Career Academy.
Where is it published?
The Bartow County College and Career Academy newsletter is published using a website called Bccca, and that is published to all of the staff here. It goes to our social media websites, and it's also sent out to our board of directors.
How long have you been doing the newsletter?
I have been working on the newsletter for the past 6 years.
That's all the questions I have, and thank you very much, Ms. Mitchell.
With the news, Mr. Don Moody, as you may have heard, has put in work concerning the 9/11 attacks 17 years ago.
Jesse Neely and Daniel Odendahl interviewed Moody to the significance of the flags in the lawn.
The flags are to honor the victims lost in the 9/11 attacks on 9/11/01, New York City, in Shanksville, and at the Pentagon. There's approximately 3,000 flags out there to represent each person that was killed during that horrendous attack. We lost 343 firefighters that day, and over 60 police officers. And then many officers, up to tens of thousands of victims, officers, firefighters, and civilians have contracted cancer and other diseases from the smoke and chemicals from the building materials and that. So it's more than 3,000 if you add everything together. So we put out 3,000 flags for those that were killed on that day. The Never Forget Project is a national project that is based out of, actually I think it's Virginia, and they are a group of college students that want to make sure that we keep this terrorist attacks on our minds during that day to give honor to them. Well, Back to Blue is a project that we do here at the school officers that sacrifice, give the ultimate sacrifice. We try to honor them because of, this is a criminal justice or public safety program. We rely on our police officers a lot as a school, as my program, and also in our community. We lose about 150 police officers every year responding to calls, and so we lose an awful lot of officers. So we try to do things to help them.
That wraps it up for this edition of The Hub.
Thanks for joining us. See you next time.